For me?
Yep.
It's right in the corner, yeah.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. We have our Hollywood Dogs litter out enjoying some backyard fun here with Greg today. And feel free, if you have any questions, to post them in the comments. The pups are just getting some much needed activity outside and playing around. You can see that they've got some right here with them. They've got a little wading pool, which is giving them kind of a different sensory experience, and an agility tunnel. It's actually, we love these tunnels from IKEA because they're nice and sturdy and washable and stuff. But they also become the center of great battles as puppies try to go through the wrong way and the right way and all those good things. So, but it's great to see how these pups are growing. So the pups have a little over a week left. They're going to be going out a week from Friday, right, Greg?
Correct, yep. Week Friday.
Yep. So they have a big week ahead of them this week. They have to go for their vaccinations with our friends at Burquitlam Animal Hospital in Coquitlam. And then are they going for eye clinic, Greg? Or no?
They are on Friday afternoon. We have their appointments booked. Little different procedures. They come to the car and they do the drops, and then they take them into the clinic. We're not allowed in the clinic, but they were scheduled for Friday afternoon.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So and then a week from Friday, we have basically a puppy drive-through set up at Pads. We're super excited. All these little pups have razors, so we'll be having their razors come to Pads to do kind of a contactless pickup. Of course, there will be much contact and cuddling with these little critters, but trying to minimize contact for our people, and but also super grateful for all the raisers that have kind of come forward to raise these little monkeys. So I know they're all getting really excited. I see a few of them online here today. So I'm just, yeah, only a few weeks left to go. So sorry, I'm having trouble. If anybody's posting comments, I apologize. My video is not refreshing for me. Just bear with me.
Are you guys getting hot over there?
Sorry, everyone. That is one more different way here to see if we can see everybody's comments. There we go. All righty. All right, lots of comments. People saying hello. Puppies outside playing. Yeah, beautiful weather here today. And yes, we will definitely live stream. A week from Friday, we'll be live streaming our little puppy pickup drive through. Maybe we can arrange that for 1 o'clock. I'll have to talk to Anya. So you can see all these little monkeys going to their families. So one of the things we're also working on right now is how are we going to socialize these little monkeys in a time of social distancing? And it's one of the things that is kind of at the top of but there's actually some silver linings in this right now. So often when you have a cute little puppy and you go out in public, the entire world kind of swoops in and wants to pet them and interact with them. And sometimes even picking them up uninvited. So it's not always a positive experience for the puppy. We try really hard, but we don't have a ton of control over what the world does. And so one of the things that we are excited about right now is that this time people are keeping their distance. You know, we're well into this time of social distancing. People are starting to, you know, just it's becoming almost second nature that you don't kind of rush up to somebody or approach closer than 6 feet. Puppies can go out in their communities and have some socialization. Um, um, with those razors, and you know, be able to, for example, stand, you know, outside a grocery store and watch people come and go but not actually interact with anybody, meaning that they get to that observation in a really low stress kind of way. So we're excited about that. And we've made effort to make sure that these pups are going to homes where they're going to have access to another dog or an older dog, so that they have some positive socialization experience with other dogs. And we're very fortunate that these little monkeys have been in with Greg and Tracy. They've got Minnie and Quince and cats, and so they've already had lots of exposure to other kind of adult-friendly dogs. And who is that little monkey that just wants to eat everything is the question. So. Trish is asking, do they have to wait till the 16-week mark? No, socialization takes all sorts of different forms. So they interact once they have their vaccines. We can expose them to different things, different surfaces, different people, etc., different sounds. All those kinds of things can be done in kind of a safe, controlled environment. So right now, what we would be most concerned about is their developmental deadlines around human socialization and dog socialization. And so we're making effort to make sure that access to, for example, dogs that we know are fully vaccinated and healthy, et cetera, within their own home or within, you know, whoever their raisers are. So, so hello, everyone. Hey, Liz and Trish and Terry, all the way from Texas. Thanks for tuning in. We have a busy week for you planned for Puppy Podcast. So tomorrow we will be back here with these little monkeys. Wednesday, we're going to go have a brief visit with Jackie and the Thursday, we have a client guest that we're really excited about, Lisa Markin and her dude Cajun. Cajun is an accredited facility dog that has a very unique job. So he works in physical rehabilitation settings. So he is very similar to a fully skilled service dog. He knows retrieves and all that kind of stuff. And he uses those skills to help facilitate physical therapy. So we're excited to talk to them, and you can see the wonderful things that Cajun does. And then on Friday, we have the lovely Tia and her accredited facility dog Merlot from Regina, Saskatchewan. They work with the Children's Justice Center there. And they will be joining us, as well as they have adopted a PADS release dog, Chanel, who plays a very special role in their world. So we're going to talk about that a little bit too. So, so busy week. I will put the schedule up on the Facebook page, but I thought I would share it with all of you here. And if Anna's asking, is the little guy okay? Yes, Freddie is doing much better. So for those of you that don't know, Freddie from the Eukanuba litter was struggling a little bit over the weekend, and Jackie has been doing some very cool posts. Jackie is our breeding manager, has been doing posts on PADS Elfin's Facebook page about the progress of the litter. She shared about how Freddie had lost some weight, wasn't gaining, which is always worrisome for us. And then he was running a little bit of a fever. So for really young puppies, those are all not great signs, but he has rallied and is doing well, is now gaining again. So we're really excited about that. So, and oh my goodness, your aim is off, bud. Oh my goodness, they're little monkeys. What is that in the bottom corner there, Greg, that you just tugged on?
Right down in the bottom.
Yeah.
It's another IKEA thing that they've been dragging around, and so I
Oh.
just was moving it a bit so I could see behind, so because they like to dig and find leaves. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on everybody by myself here. So
No worries, little monkeys. I was just curious what it was. So
yeah, it's just another. It's not a tunnel, but it's like a square thing with holes in it. I can drag it over.
Oh, gotcha. Little adventure cube for them. So with these guys, what you're watching right now, for you that again, the puppies are just outside, exploring their environment, and this kind of activity for them is great. They're on a really nice surface in terms of being able to play on grass, which is soft and gives good traction. So building up kind of their muscle strength in a way that's hard to do in an indoor environment, but also learning things like we don't dig holes in the grass, and we interact with kennels, and that we can chase each other around, so exposes them to a different environment. And then down at the end there, they have a little wading pool with some water that gives them the opportunity to experience something different from a sensory perspective. So, and also look at the floof. So much floof.
That's Nana.
Hi, Nana. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. We'll be on for a couple more minutes here, and then we will log off. But so at this stage, Caroline's asking, what do they do? What do you do if they start digging? At this point, we're redirecting them into kind of appropriate place. So if they start digging, we'll pick them up and kind of, put them near the tunnel or one of their litter mates to play with, and just kind of redirect them into something positive or give them a toy. So really what it's about at this stage is kind of teaching them what's appropriate, what's not. Similarly, when they go into their homes, for example, if they decided they wanted to play with a shoe, you could take that shoe away, but the puppy's not necessarily learning that they have to leave the shoe alone if all the shoes are locked in the closet. So often what we'll do is we'll put the old pair of shoes that we're not worried about getting chewed out. And then if the puppy tries to pick them up or interact with them, then we will redirect them to an appropriate toy. So we would give them a toy to play with, something that they are allowed to chew on. And that way they're learning, oh, you know what, that thing I chose wasn't the right thing. They start to learn what's theirs and what isn't theirs. There's a lot of redirecting at this age. So giving them something new to do. These little monkeys. And Greg, was this the section of grass you were trying to regrow that we were talking about last week?
Yes, this is, if I can pan the camera a little bit, I'll show you that we've got a pretty good run set up here where the dogs can't access. So we got a fence here to the other part, and then the grass I'm trying to grow is on the other side of the yard, because this is kind of the area for all the puppies to kind of come down, but we've got it closed off just for these guys for now. So, but yes, I am trying to grow it, and it was starting to come, but it's gonna have to be done again. So
yeah, puppies are hard on grass. So
yeah,
we had a run for that in our old house, and we wound up putting down pea gravel because I gave up on the grass.
It's just nice to have grass because it's easier to clean and that sort of stuff. Like it regrows and that sort of stuff. And then we've relocated them. So there's this window right to the right. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where they're in the house now, is just inside that window there. So
oh, nice.
So we'll show that on the next one. We'll have them in their new space inside.
Indoor space, their basement room. Nice. Oh my gosh, I love the puppy under the bench. That's very cute. All right. Well, if anybody has any last questions, now is your chance. But otherwise, we are going to sign off for today. Thank you so much, Greg, for doing this. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
just a recap for those of you that tuned in late, because I know I've seen a few people join in the last few minutes. We'll be back here with the puppies tomorrow and get a tour of their new digs inside. And then on Wednesday, we're going to go visit the Eukanuba puppies. Thursday, we have Lisa Markin, an AFD Cajun that works in a physical therapy rehab setting. And then on Friday, we have Tia and Merlot, and who is an AFT with the Children's Justice Center in Regina, and as well as Pat's dog Chanel will be on that call as well. So we've got a busy week ahead. We look forward to seeing everyone, and we will see you all tomorrow.
You want back in?